this is Maria. Today I'm going to show you how to make this weekly layout in a chalkboard setting so you can make it yourself using Procreate. Because we're going to be working in Procreate, the image will save as a PNG and you can use it in any app. I'm choosing to use Noteshelf, but you could use Goodnotes or any of the other writing apps that you choose to use. Alright, so this is the Jenny Gollan Designs 2020 Digibujo. I will link all of the products that I'm using in the video description below. Please remember to like and share and subscribe to my channel, please. And if you click the notification bell, it will notify you when I put up a new video. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to click my clear the page and we're going to start from scratch. Now I'm using this particular journal because I like it, but this same principle will work in any journal, any planner you're using. I'm going to click the up arrow, current page, and I'm going to share as a PNG. Share now, save image. That will put it right into my camera roll. If you're using Goodnotes, go back to my playlist for Goodnotes. I do this all the time, and there's a lot of videos out there already on how to do that in Goodnotes. I'm going to go into my Procreate and I'm going to click the plus button. Screen size will give me a nice big canvas. I want the wrench tool, add, insert photo, and I want the very last one I just saved. That will bring in my journal nice and big so that I have exact dimensions to work in. Alright, so I'm going to click my layers tool, add a layer. I'm going to pick a black. You can use your color wheel to pick colors, or you can use palettes. I'm going to select black. I am in a new layer and I'm simply going to flood the page. Okay, I'm going to click my arrow tool and I'm going to bring this within the confines of my planner. Move this around so you can see what you're doing. Arrow tool, I need to be in free form so I can skew that image. And I want to cover all of that white that is the page of my planner. Okay, now I'm going to go back to layers, click the N tool and lower the opacity so you can see behind it. Now you can leave it solid black, but I want to see a little bit of my planner back there. Okay, I'm going to go to a new layer. I'm going to click a white brush tool and I'm going to select the shader tool. We're going to be using today the Best Ink and the shader, and I will link those below as well. So make sure I'm in a brand new layer in white ink, and I'm simply going to, I'm going to make that pretty big. I'm going to shade over the whole black just a little bit to give the impression of a dirty chalkboard. That's it. Not too much. Go to the next layer and bring in another photo, and I want to go to my albums, and this set comes with a bunch of dailies and a weekly, and I want this weekly. So we're just going to drag it over, and again use my arrow tool in freeform to size this to fit. Move this where you can see it. Alright, now I'm still in the same layer. I'm still in this layer. I'm going to click my selector tool in rectangle. I'm going to erase the white square, so I'm in rectangle mode. And I'm going to, with 3 fingers, slide and cut. Okay. Now I'm going to take my eraser tool with a simple airbrush on my eraser, and I'm just going to erase these lines so that I can redraw them the length of the page. Okay, let's add another layer. Back to my pen tool, and I want the best ink brush now. And play with the size of your pen, see how big you want it. I want it pretty small. Just erase that. I am in a new layer, so I'm not erasing anything below it. New layer. Alright, so to get a straight line, I'm going to draw, go in your pen tool, I'm going to draw, hold, it will snap straight, and if you touch your screen, it will drop perfectly straight. Back to your layers, slide and duplicate, arrow tool. That blue line indicates that I'm parallel with the first one, the first line. Slide and duplicate, and we'll just keep doing this all the way across. If you're a little bit off, tap that arrow and tap, and that will just move you slightly. I'm working in different layers here, so one layer is not affecting the next. And one more time. Okay, now you see this one doesn't connect all the way, so I'm going to go back to this layer, select, I'm in rectangle mode, arrow tool, and I'm just going to tap it over so that it's more centered. Okay, let's go back to my layers, and we're going to merge all these lines together. So you don't have to do that, but it's just to make it neater. Add another layer. Let's pick a pretty pink. Let's see. You can use a palette. I have lots of palettes that I've gotten from Jenny over the years. We're going to go with this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. You can also just pick colors from your color wheel. If you're using a color wheel and you need a black, just tap in the darkness and you'll double tap and you'll get a black. Double tap in the white and you'll get a white. But I want the color that I've just used here. I'm going to go back to my pen tool, go back to that same shader. Check how big your pen tool is. And I just want a little color on my days so they stand out a little better. Okay. Alright. And that is it for my layout. So I'm going to go back to my layers, turn off the journal layer, turn off the background. That's your transparent image. Wrench tool, share, PNG. Save image right to the camera roll. Now you're going to open your writing app. It's going to be your Goodnotes, your Noteshelf, whatever app you're using, and you're going to add that photo that we just saved. It's going to be the last one. And we're just going to drag it over. Okay, I'm going to tap and edit. Take out some of this gray stuff so I can size it easier. Apply and done. And now I'm going to size it fairly easily because I did use the planner itself as a template. Okay, I'm going to lock that image so that that PNG will no longer move. Okay, so now we just fill in. I'm going to add some text here at the bottom. I'm going to select one of my favorites, which is Boss Lady, and I have already saved it as a default, so it'll always select that one. And I want check marks. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Call Dad. And if that's a little too big, I can resize this to fit my space. Now notice that resized the check mark too. I like these because you can actually check them. Now, since I've just changed the size from my preset, I'm going to simply copy and paste that over so that the sizing all stays the same. My little cubes will be the same and my text will be the same. Okay, so as long as I'm in text mode, I can keep going. Alrighty. And now I can check or uncheck as I need to. Let's pick a pretty purple, something to match the flowers here. Let's switch to a pretty pink. Again, trying to match the flowers. Something that stands out on the chalkboard. Lasso and copy. Tap and paste. Copy and paste. And I'm not affecting the image behind it because it's locked. I really like the lock feature. Alright, now let's switch to a white ink just because it stands out so pretty. And that's it. Just fill in as you need. And that is a reusable image, so you can use it over and over and just right over top like I did here. Don't forget to subscribe and like and ring that bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching.